yesterday, those who used the N1, I'm sure you actually felt the gridlock that happened yesterday, and you're wondering what is really going on. Some say they stayed in traffic for more than 2 hours. I was in traffic for about 3 hours. I'm hearing some people stayed up to 5. I'm hearing some people stayed, more than that too. But now the question is, what was really happening? We actually have a report by our colleague Fauzu Masawudu on what was really happening. Let's watch it, and when we come back, we'll get into a conversation on that.
Temporary traffic management measures have been introduced on the Accra-Tema Motorway as part of ongoing expansion works. An earlier notice by the Ghana Highway Authority indicated that the arrangement is necessary to allow for the launching of T-beams for the expansion of the Tatakwashi Interchange Bridge along the N4 highway. Checks by ChannelOne News revealed that a lane on the N4 northbound carriageway from Accra towards Medina has been closed. This has forced traffic to be redirected to the southbound carriageway from Medina to Accra, resulting in heavy congestion.
In my background is the airport Medina bound section of the N4 highway. It's rush hour and traffic police personnel are on site to ensure that they mitigate the impact of traffic caused by the expansion of the road project.
Despite the traffic management measures, road users say more needs to be done to reduce the growing gridlock on the stretch.
More than 2 hours from Opebia to Hano, you're taking 2 hours. First, I just say the other side more nichi polo crab or echo or honestly and so until this project in the baby traffic are a bit dim or one way so dear. People all met my found I think
we started the journey from Dansuman. We headed towards the N1 from the Kwashiman side, and there was traffic throughout Kwashiman to this side, even to the exit of the mall, and it is very difficult. As at now, we also have to take care of our families now after work and all that stuff. We now have to go and attend to stuff, and it's going to be so, it's keeping us, it's limited. Everything is limited for us now because of traffic. And our fuel as well. You be in traffic and your fuel is going down.
Commercial motorcyclists, popularly known as Okada riders, say they are also affected by the situation.
So now this young man, because of traffic, I have to pick him and drop him at his location, Medina. So it's not easy. So we need more this in the road, so that at least now we can be there.
According to the Ghana Highway Authority, the lane reduction is necessary to ensure a safe working environment for construction workers while maintaining road safety for motorists. The expansion project is expected to last at least 4 months.
And there you have it. So that is exactly what was causing the traffic yesterday, the road construction. I'm glad that the road is actually being constructed. But yeah, it still sort of affected each and every one of us yesterday.
See,
how many hours did you spend in traffic?
I left home very late. I produced a point of view, but so I had to make sure everything was. But even with that, I hung around in the office a bit because I knew of the situation before leaving. So at the time I was leaving home around 10 o'clock p.m., it was pretty much free. Yeah. But the Tema Motorway is a route I use every day. So if I get back on the road today and there's been like a change to any part of the road because of the frequency, I use the road, I'll be able to tell. And of course, I've been following it keen. I've interviewed the resident or supervisor, engineer. On the project, So I've been trying to follow the issues closely. The road is ongoing. In fact, the rate of work is quite impressive.
Yeah.
Would give them that. My only major concern sometimes is, however, the fact that the diversions, when they are created, sometimes is so poor, the nature of the road, because yes, it's not, the actual road is diverted. The road becomes almost unmotorable. So if your car is not a big car, you struggle to really go through, not all of the diversions, but some of the diversions. And I think that is what they should pay attention to. I've seen that a lot of commuters are complaining that the traffic was unbearable. And I've seen people say they didn't get notice. The truth of the matter is that it was actually a 2 weeks notice, or at least from what I saw, right? But a lot of people didn't get that.
Yeah.
So again, we say to the Ministry of Roads and Highways that they need to do more in terms of their public engagement in briefing citizens on, you know, the route changes,
the diversions,
the diversions and all of that, so that people plan accordingly. We are being told this will also take 4 months. It looks to me as though it's a long time, you know, because 4 months.
Take 4 months and 4
before
months,
some level of normalcy will be restored. I'm not sure it's 4 months for the entire road to be fixed, right? But at least 4 months for some level of normalcy. So we should brace ourselves, right? Again, what this means is that we need to also find a way of going around it. So if you left home at 6 and got to the office at 7, now maybe the little sacrifice here is that you may want to leave home a bit more early.
5,
if you have constraints around sitting in traffic for long, maybe you want to completely change your, you know, your routes, your time. Because what's the point in sitting in traffic for maybe 4 hours, where you could have used that time for maybe something more productive? Then you get home later. Well, it means that your schedule would have been, you know, significantly altered. But I think it's a little price you have to pay for a more developed city, a well-planned city, you know. So I really hope that we are able to use this to really change things, you know, because it's a major intersection. And I look at the motorway, for example, I'm really excited with the progress. Also, the other thing that the constructors are doing that I think we need to commend them for, because of the construction, there's a lot of dust. So when I use the motorway, very often I see that they have like the water sprinklers moving on the stretch, you know, spraying water to reduce the impact of the dust. Because again, not everybody can afford a vehicle with air conditioners.
True.
There are so many public transport systems that don't have the privileges of air conditioners or the luxury of air. So I think they are doing well. The speed is there, but we want them to just communicate more in terms of the change in routes and any other issue of public importance or concern. And I'm sure Ghanaians are willing to pay the sacrifice so that in the long run, we benefit from it.
Right.